Well, good morning everyone and welcome to the Harvest Market. It's 8:30, the bell is ringing and it's a bit of a tradition down here that pretty much the bell ring at 8:30 starts when all the stallholders and the market gets underway. Well, it's a beautiful day in Launceston, a little bit cloudy, but we welcome you down, and what we've decided to do, we're going to do some interviews with the stallholders over the coming weeks for you to be able to get to know people, to get to know our stallholders and what they're all about and what they're selling, but also spring has sprung, and to certainly meet some new produce and also some new seedlings that are going to be coming in stalls. So today we've got Wouter. Wouter, welcome to the show.
How are you doing?
From Seven Springs Organic Farm. And naturally, spring has sprung, mate, and you've got a wonderful stall here. You mentioned to me off camera that it's been 4 years that you've been here. Tell us what got you into this in the first place.
Yeah, so when I moved to Tasmania, coming from my vegetable farm in Belgium, which I left behind, to come and live here, that was the goal, to set up a farm again. And the farmers market is a great way to connect to people. It's growing lots of great things is all good and well, but being able to connect to the customers directly is really one of the driving factors to grow such a huge amount of variety, which is very complex as you can imagine, and just that interaction closes the loop of plants, humans and animals, so that soil, just the whole holistic approach is really nice. Just being here and getting the feedback, which keeps me going during the week.
Awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about your family. So naturally, you're from Belgium. What brought you to the beautiful place of Launceston, Tasmania?
Yeah, my beautiful partner, Elise.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she came and got me out of Belgium, and since we have 3 children, and yeah, that's what brought me here.
So she stole you from Belgium
to
bring you to Launceston, Tasmania. You got 3 gorgeous children, and the children are working on the farm as well. And
they're still a little bit little, but they like to help. Yeah,
they'll be building it over time, I suspect.
I reckon they put some seeds in from those ones on an odd day.
Well, that's something we want to talk about today. So naturally, spring has sprung. Now, I'm a city boy, so I've got no clue in regards to gardening, but you've got some incredible seeds here right now. Tell us what you've got, and for our viewers out there and everyone around us right now, what can they come and buy from you today in regards to seedlings?
Yep, so let's go a little bit closer. And so we've got a bit of an array of different greens, like lettuces. So we've got your oak lettuces, your butter lettuces, even some Batavia. We've got some unusual buckthorn plantain, and even little mustard greens, and the first lot of frisee endives, like a little bitter European salad vegetable. And then apart from that, we've got our 3 types of kale. We've got our red Russian, our curly, and our Tuscan. And we've also got our cabbages, which is the red one, the white one, and some Savoy. And we've got a bit of broccoli and cauliflower. And then we've got some first lot of fennel. There's a nice lot of beetroots, my own variety of silver beets, and we've got the onions and a little bit of coriander and dill, as well as some parsley and 3 types of onion.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's all rocking.
Brilliant. And naturally, with spring has sprung, we're really wanting to showcase this today, of potentially you creating your own harvest at home now. For someone like myself, Wouter, who wouldn't know how to look after these and potentially kill them, and we don't want to do that. What are the tips you're going to give me in regards to having a bumper harvest this season?
Yeah, fair enough. So I think first of all, buying a plant in a soil box. So what we're using here is I'm just going to take a plant out. So for instance, this onion here, you see it's in a block, and just that contains so much moisture that it's hard to kill. You can leave these for a few days without watering them, and they'll still come back. So that's facades quite easily, and it's got a lot of nutrients in there because it's a mostly compost-based potting mix. You see it's organic. We've got a little weed there. I'm just pulling out. Comes up as well. And so the onion, for instance, is in a set. There's multiple plants for a reason, but in general, all my plants are single plants, and that allows you not to have to prick out any plants, so you don't have to disturb the roots. And because of the soil block, it's got a really good root structure, which is not damaged like in a plastic tray. Also, we're not using any plastics for growing this. We use these 20-year-old crates for transporting them, but otherwise you can pop them in the ground. And if you sort of give a nice mix of compost that you can probably buy at the nursery or get some biochar-rich compost from Frank, then that sets you up to grow these things quite well. And if you just get a compost, most things that are here will all be thriving in that.
Brilliant, excellent. And with the weather right now, naturally we've had spring in the weather and we've got our shorts out over the last couple of days with the warm weather, but we have had those frosty mornings.
Yep.
Should we be planting these now, or should we be putting them into a warmer spot?
Yep.
What should we be doing to really look after these plants to give them the best chance?
Yeah, good question. So, first of all, where we grow all this, we're a bit colder here. We had a frost this week where some wild tomato weeds in my greenhouse got frosted off.
Oh,
in the greenhouse.
Yeah. So it was super cold. It was nearly
very
snowing.
cold. It was very cold. So anything I'm bringing here today is all cold resistant, because we planted everything like this outside already as well, back in the mountains, close to Cradle Mountains. So anything I'm bringing is going to be hard enough, so you can pop them straight in the ground, and they're good to go. Wonderful. So your tomatoes and pumpkins I will only be bringing a little bit later. So typically, if I've got it here, it's going to be good to go in the ground.
So we're going to dig a little hole. We're not going to disturb the root system, because naturally the way you've positioned it, back in the day I always got taught to disturb that root system and spread them out. But you're saying don't do that, just put it in the ground. In regards to watering and looking after it, how much should we be watering them, and where should it be potentially planting these?
Yep. So if you have a nice sunny spot, it's a good idea. Although half shade is great as well, because in summer you got the leafies that are sort of creating that microclimates where you don't have the high heat and so forth. But generally, enough sun is a good idea. First of all, you make sure you water them quite well, the blocks, so they're not too dry when they go in. And if you have a nice fertilized bed with some compost in it, you're not going to have to water too much for the first while. If you perhaps have some serious warm days, you could water maybe once or twice to get them started, and then just hang in there, don't overwater. You want to train your plants to go down deep looking for that water. If you always water a small amount, you get lazy plants, and they will just go in that top layer where the water is. And the other thing is that they won't actually absorb any of the nutrients. To get really nutrient dense plants, you want them to work for their day and to get down. So when you're out on your breakfast and it's getting really hot, they're not wilting, because they're down there deep in the ground where the water still is. There's a lot of water in the subsoil, and that's where these roots need to go into.
Awesome. So we need to give our plants a little bit of tough love, a little bit of a tough parents and rules in regards to it, and that's how we're going to get a bumper crop this spring. Wouter, you've got an amazing selection in here. So guys, Wouter is right at the start of the market, so come and visit him if you want a bumper crop at the start of this season. He's got plenty of seedlings here, and they're Josh-proof, what we're going to call them, because I would probably kill them. But from what Wouter has said, I shouldn't be able to. It's just literally plant them in, give them a little bit of water, and let him do all the hard work for you. Wouter, thank you so much for being on the show, mate. All the best today, and have a fantastic day.
See you guys.
Awesome. Well, guys, certainly we've learnt about the seedlings right now, and we've got plenty of other stallholders behind me right now. We've been talking to Annette from Tasmanian Natural Garlic and Tomatoes, and naturally she is the queen of tomatoes here at the Harvest Market. Now, we've been having a chat to her, and she said with the spring weather we got a little bit excited, but naturally we've had those frosts like Wouter and I spoke about. So what she's saying, if you are going to buy some tomatoes, you need to give them a little bit of love. What we mean by that is put them in a really nice warm environment, potentially maybe a greenhouse or potentially a sunroom over the coming weeks, just until our weather does get a little bit warmer, so you don't kill those plants. But also they'll be having an increasingly large variety of heirlooms over the next couple of months, so there's going to be plenty of tomatoes on offer if you want to have that bumper crop as well. But also with this week at the Harvest Market, we're going to have fresh garlic, which is fantastic for those soups and salads, so certainly we've got plenty on offer. And also if you want to add some colour into your garden, well, you've got the crew down at Plants Direct. If you want to have a colourful garden, go and see them at their stall. They're going to make your garden look absolutely fantastic. So guys, we're going to have an absolute ripper day here at the Harvest Market. Certainly thank you so much for Wouter for being on our show. For us, we just want to show you our stall holders, and really for them to get to know you and for you to get to know them. So each coming weeks, we'll be interviewing one of our stallholders. And if you've got a favourite stallholder, let us know in the comments below on who you'd love us to interview, and we'll certainly see if we can get them up on our Facebook page. At around about 10:30 to 11 o'clock today, we're going to have some NBL players here. Naturally, we've got the NBL Blitz, which is down at Tasmania at the moment for the pre-season. So if your children love basketball or you want to come and see some of the players, we have got Jared Ball from the Cairns Taipans coming. He's 188 centimetres tall, so he's probably going to stand out. So if you do want to come and say hello, pop on down between 10:30 and 11. But otherwise, the market, well, it's certainly getting busy right now. We're open till 12:30. Pop on down, see our store holders. And on behalf of the committee and our store holders here at Harvest Market, we hope you have a fantastic weekend and enjoy this amazing spring weather. We'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.